even towards B. It was Stare flying around the map, getting those critical multi-kills to close out rounds on the CT side. That really did put Sprout over the line. So we're looking for them to be highlights again. This time they will get to start on the CT side as well. So it's all coming up roses here for Sprout. Longs. Already found some contact. It does seem, based on early result, that you are correct, Alan. And it is in fact Longs and Stare over here.
It's good that they're the aggressive ones. Rouse with the flashes ready to go. They're coming off the contact. Flashes soon to pop. Player behind sandbags. Double peeking out. Messiah? How on earth does he win that duel? Covering ground now. Pinned into second oranges and U-Box. Kind of tripping over each other. But Rare Adam, they put the brakes on. They go back and these Sprout rotates are absolutely in flux right now.
They fluffed the cross smoke because they threw it into a teammate.
Oh, no.
So that's what's happened here. That's why that smoke is off guard. It hit a teammate. Oh, and that's going to give another opportunity to make good on this setup. They get the lurker as well, trying to get through arches. Coffin has been lost, but these two players back inside who they're going to have to deal with. And Longs is so good for it. Oh, no. It's all falling apart here. Mosiah is going to get a second kill, at the least a third as well. He's doing damage. But a bomb plant might be a long thought away. And indeed, it is going to be Sprout to win. So unfortunate for Rare Adam that first entry is just torn apart by a missed smoke.
Devastating. And how often do you see pistol rounds where, you know, it's one kill and bang, you just go behind it, cover ground, groups well with the Glocks, and it felt a long way through that round, like Rare Adam were going to close it out. Even when they put the brakes on, it felt for a few seconds like it was almost advantageous because then you know, Sprout then kind of second guessing. They weren't all on towards B, but that lurker didn't get any work done. So overall, small mistakes costing Rare Adam, and Sprout with some much needed economic control early on.
Here comes the pinch, though. It is going to be the Young Guns tested again. Stare and Longs. Stare close at hand. Longs to support from range. He's got the rifle. It's going to be the MP9. That's going to be really tested here. Smoke might slow this. But I don't know that's going to change their opinion. Rawls has come over. He might just be dropping util. And indeed, that's what he's doing. But now he's going to come forward into the fight. He leaves his util behind. And comes in with the MP9. That's really interesting. He had a full nade set. He's dropped everything. So they don't actually have any util to use on this site. Now they'll go back to retrieve it. Rawls have been put into the corner. Clearing it. They've not cleared it. 2 big kills coming through. Still, though, if they can pressure Long, if they can get him dead by new blocks, that could be a site plant. And indeed, it is Jam Young on. And the nades are towards spawn, so they can't actually get them on hand. Now the bomb's down. The utility's not available. This is a weird one for Sprout. Spitty and Slacks trying to work their way on in. There's a Molotov behind them, but they'd have to go back to get it, and that would leave them exposed. Spitty's trying to get back to those nades. And he's got them. I believe there's a molly somewhere in it, but it seems to have gone missing, and that's a bit of a catastrophe because a molly would absolutely ruin this position. Instead, smoke comes out, and time is starting to get low. It's all onto Spitty now. He's got to find 2, and he's just going to try and stick it? No. Wants to bait the peak, wants to bait them out, but he's going to bait to his death, potentially. Time is out. The round is lost. Spitty has to watch this one hurtle out of control, and while he will get a parting gift, it is no round win, and he will die to the bomb as well. New Inferno bomb is unforgiving, Alan.
Indeed it is, and Jam Young, massive round.
What?
It felt like a done deal, didn't it?
Why drop all those nades towards under flower pots if you're then just going to play 3 on towards banana and rotate through mid as well? What's the plan there for Sprout?
I couldn't tell you. I'm guessing the plan was not to stick around, and they heard a lot on banana, and they committed 3B. Yeah.
That's a bit of a head scratcher for me. Because, I mean, it's very common that you'll see a teammate come over and drop their nades, but that's usually if the 2 players on banana are going to withdraw and play with that util back towards site and need a restock. That's a weird one. Weird one for Sprout. And these kind of disjointed rounds early on can really stymie a defense. 4 players here, though. They've got the stack.
This is unbelievably telegraphed. Look at the rotations. Front side smoke. They're doing the spirit round. Aggressive they go. And now they're going to wrap through ruins. And Rouse is now in an awful position. Totally flanked out. U-Box equally not great when they're coming from Banana and the ruins. And I haven't seen that execute for a long time, Mike. And a bit of a resurgence here on Inferno.
Looks good. I mean, if you're Sprout as well, that's got to be frustrating. You had the read. You had 4 players here. You were ready for it. Yes, you didn't have the guns, but still, 4 players on site and dead. Everyone's dead. Not a kill to show for it. So now if you're Mercury, how far do you have to actually get away from this bomb to live? It's pretty far.
Bottom banana?
I think further.
Remember that last time it was planted first oranges, so...
True.
A little bit of
he's sticking around bottom banana. I bet he dies. Oh, okay. I'm wrong.
So Jam Young took, what was that?
14
10-ish damage or something?
Yeah, so Mercury would have died if he was in that position, but once he's past it, he's fine.
We need a diagram. We need a synopsis of where is safe and where isn't.
Someone did put one out. Let me see if I can find it.
Anyway, on this round in particular, super heavy eco. Eagle on Spitty. E250 on Stair, so we shouldn't expect a great deal, but they do need to limit this T economy a tad before he gets out of control.
All right, we have got it. Yep. Okay, you gotta be pretty far in. You actually have to be towards like alt. Bottom T ramp. It's pretty far. These pistols are going to feed Messiah some kills. Let's see how many he can get. There's one. Only one. That's not ideal. And he had the bomb for reasons that elude me. Alan, he had the bomb.
You need to stop asking me these questions that obviously have no logical answer.
It's just... It might be fine, but look at the health. The health's terrible for Adam. This could all fall apart. The USP's found one. Oh, no. Don't let him do it. Don't let Slacks just ruin everything. Advent. He's going to sneak his way over towards B, but at this point, Mercury cannot help him in the slightest. And Slacks is hunting. He may have given them a slip, but now Mercury has to actually get activated, and he's so wary of losing his own life that he's not even in the same zip code. If they find Advent here, it's not going to matter. This round is absolute madness. It's chaos. Literally, if Mosiah just doesn't have the bomb, none of this has to happen. But now Sprout are saving? Huh? Checking the flank, and they are going to save. They don't fancy their chances. Maybe they don't realize how low Advent is. Maybe they just know they didn't have time without the kits, and they'd rather take the guns through. But Rare Adam, yes, it'll be an incredibly costly round. At the very least, they do get the round win out of it.
To give them credit, the 2v2 was pretty well played. I'm guessing somebody who was dead overrid them and said, guys, you realize both are here. Just plant on B, and equally that, was it Mercury that was still alive towards A? Right at the end. He just committed. Yes. He knew he was dead if he got cleared, so he just decided to stay alive for as long as possible. So that was well played. Not so much fun getting into that scenario in the first place, but rounds are rounds, I guess. And they'll be happy to be in the lead.
Rounds are rounds. That is true. T-side rounds especially are rounds, right? By hook or by crook, you get it. It's good. But holy calzone. That had no business being as interesting as it was.
Is he not said calzone?
I don't know in Italy, but in the US we say calzone.
Right, we need some confirmation on this from someone.
Italians in the chat. Get in the chat. So let us know. DM Twitter.com/Alan_Hender. That's Alan with 2 A's. And let him know how you say calzone.
Nay.
settle this debate.
Super slow round though, isn't it? Now thinking about retaking banana control. Ooh. Issue is, first of all, that nade damage was juicy, but 40 seconds? Look at the nades here on B. Block comes in. Stair still has a re-smoke, and they're not getting onto this site. But they have pulled a rotate, so this is looking pretty good. 2 in defense. If Rare Adam commits A, this could be great.
They're going back. They're going back. It's a fake of a fake of a fake. The double feint. They're shadow boxing at this point. It's in towards B instead. What nades are still left? There's still a Molotov. Longs can just ruin their day. They do have a smoke for it, though, to be fair. Rare Adam still has a fair chunk in towards this execute. There's the molly. Feels like it's a bit deep. Better smoke that Molotov. They're not doing it. Mosiah, though, gets to kill. 8 seconds. They need to kill Longs. They need to plant now. And, well, Longs just ruined everything. 4 huge kills. Jam Young gets 1, but it's a parting gift, and it's survival. Rare Adam, a few too many feints perhaps thrown in there. Allen, and the clock is not their friend.
Yeah, it's also so complicated and diluted is the plan that you have Jam Young in apps, but he just never gets activated. He never, they're not A-faking and committing enough for him to take a fight. So he's just in apps the whole round, and if he had been on B there, they probably kill Logs and at least make it, a 2-on-2 after 1. So it looks a little bit silly, but that's because so much is going on, and that round was complete madness in terms of the calling.
And they're not quite going to be strength use last time. Slacks! Done. Mercury, 2 huge kills, but Spitty with the answer swings the pendulum back the other way. He's got to get into the pit. He won't be able to do so. This is another madcap round, and Jam Young has found the critical kill at the critical time. They need to get this bomb planted. Mosiah needs to get into the site before that Moto smoke fades, and he's done so. Bomb now down. There are nades for this retake. Molly, smoke, couple flashes. And Stairs even gone back for more.
And a smoke it though. A pit molly here would have been amazing.
Nice.
Does cut off some sight lines. Molotov for Grave. Flashbang is going to be good, but look at Jam Young. That is a jammy angle if I've ever seen one. Look at this one way over the right side. But Logs still finds the first.
Oh, spotted.
Flashbang just enough, and that setup crumbled for Rare Atom as that was a very clean retake. Let's give credit to Sprout.
I mean, yes, absolutely. Give credit to Longs as well to recognize, hey, we don't know where that second guy is. Let me go back and check my smoke. Oh, he's sitting there full blind. The flashbang, most critical to making that happen. Obviously, if the flash doesn't come through, not even sure they get onto the site itself. That is a good one. We'll say another slow start for Stair. 0-5. Thought he would have been warmed up after Ancient, but it does seem like perhaps these slow starts becoming a bit of a trend. To be fair, his site partner in Longs doing some heavy lifting might be working out.
Slacks knows no AWP in play, no fear peeking all the way down mid. Can't quite connect, but no harm, no foul on that one. He's going to rotate off towards the long side. Sprout equally going up against the pistols, not a lot of nades to fight for Banana, and they get full control, so set up exactly as they would have liked. Popping out, Jam Young, Tech 9 in hand, gets legged, but gets around the corner. Arch under pressure, and Slacks giving a lot of ground here. Stair yet to get on the scoreboard. It's going to be called upon.
Nope.
Again, he can't find the frag, and now this gets so dangerous. Longs is completely isolated.
And he's only got a single flashbang as well, so he's just going to have to do it with the gun. They've just got the pistols, but oh, is he going to go through this? Oh my god, he's going to go through this. Woo! Gets the kill, but now they know that bomb should be planted here shortly. There's not a whole lot Longs can hope to do about this before his teammates get in on the retake. Messiah is trying to hold him at bay, but Longs takes 2 with him. A couple of kills, keeps this in whack. Kaze needs a hero play. He's not got the armor, so he'll need to be the headshots. He wants to fight. He goes in towards the site. Not going to be sectioned off by that smoke. Nerves of steel right here. There's the first. The second, no! Bullet just a bit stray. Slacks locks it down. So close, though, Allen. So very close. And that was just with pistols.
Longs bailed them out so hard. And it was a really great play to go through the smoke. if he'd sat in ruins, it was so obvious where he was going to be playing from. The moment they get onto the bomb site, where else is he going to be? Banana, perhaps? Probably not. And he finds a nice timing, gets one repositioned. And let's be honest, Stir and Slacks, a few missed shots, not quite connecting. And Launks, the young gun, the Romanian, bails them out so unbelievably hard. That should have been disaster economically for Sprout, but they're still just clawing into this game from that perspective.
Yeah, it's not good. Not a full market collapse, you know. It's like
What's it called? A bear market?
Yeah, bear market. The
Yeah.
stocks are dumping, but we're not quite recession-y yet. Not yet. Because of real life right now. We don't need to talk about that.
Let's not talk about that.
Game's about escapism.
Please.
We love gaming. Smoke gonna be down. For the arch. Flashbangs through, and it seems like this might actually be an A take. I haven't seen so many straightforward A takes. It's been a lot of back and forth yo-yo play. And Jem Young gonna be the yo-yo mob this moment. Play a concerto in the entry frags. Oh, it's gonna be Spitty instead to be the soloist. Oh ho ho ho! Takes down two of his teammates, and Jam Young still smoked off in the apartment, so his position has led to naught. Mercury has a bit of a spot here towards the arches. Okay, there's Jam Young. A little bit delayed, perhaps, but he gets the kill with no bullet taken of damage his own way. Mercury's coming through, and dead, and it's all fallen to Mosiah, and he's soon to follow them into the grave.
Huge kills from Spitty. Well, I think it's another round where Rare Atom, they're playing some really complicated CS there. They're throwing apps, lurk smokes, they're throwing B split smokes, they're pressuring two up short, one in apps, one trying to pressure long, bomb is nowhere near them, one player still on B. If you're, you know, an elite level team in the world, maybe you can pull it off. But we've seen it time and time again. Rare Atom, they're at their strongest when they're playing the simplest CS, and you know, kind of a curiosity killed the cat scenario there of just trying to do too much.
Jam Young is so reliably right? Set your watch to it. You can also set your watch to this massacre on Banana. One after another, they drop the pistols, not getting anything in this round. So Sprout now. Maybe they've had some stumbles, maybe they've had some hurdles, but here's where they're looking to stabilize. And hey, you know what else, Alan? There's crack the board.
Nice. And
Wants to
Long's
crack
not
it a
doing too
little more.
bad.
Yeah, 15:05.
He's a player that, and this is not to, you know, belittle him, he's quite a lot better, I think, online right now. And I think it's just a lack of experience. We saw it at Valencia. We consistently spoke about it on the desk, where it actually felt like Stir was the real standout. When Launks, he's in position. We know he's phenomenal in some of these online games. So he's got a little bit of maturing to do. No surprises there, but it's in games like these, Mike, where you just look at this and say, what a find this player was. And he has got a, you know, an amazing career ahead of him at his age.
Yeah, and I mean, we'll talk about this round. Advent! Two huge openers, both young guns down. 34 years of age between them, and they're both down. Huge kill there. I just realized Advent is, I think, nearly as old as both of them.
He's
combined.
29, isn't he? Is that
I
right?
think he's 30. I think he's 30 even. I think. Yeah, 30 years old. He is almost... There's only 4 years of age difference between their combined age and his. Mercury, another huge kill, and it's just looking all Rare Atom now, all the way down. These remaining two players will just have to save. They're out of position, they're out of time, they're out of chances. And Rare Atom, they pick up the pace this time, Alan. There's no feints, there's no fakes. It's just raw killing. With a minute still to spare, they plant the bomb, and they got this round secured.
Looking good. Good take. Aggressive. Double nades as well. And Launks, we rang his praises, but he was not ready for that one, and Stair couldn't really help out either. So two-man setup, not coming good. And considering Sprout have had a lot of good rounds playing passive on B and saving nades, maybe they'll think against trying to force out the fight so much next time.
On go boom. Round go dub. For Rare Adam. Words. Investment going to come through here for Sprout. They do have the capital. I'm curious to see. They obviously favor that double op setup on Ancient. You think we might see it again with Longs picking up the secondary here on Inferno?
You potentially. It does feel though. Why fix what isn't broken? It doesn't feel like a problem. Mike, you're on the money today.
Feel good about that one. This is what it feels like to be an analyst. Call something and then it happens. When I'm hosting, I don't get that joy. Rawls is about to get some serious joy. Oh, 2 kills. That's a dopamine hit right there. Holy frag, they don't clear him, and so he goes in for more. It's not looking good for Rare Adam. They've been dismantled, and they know where the last is, the back of the site. Kazi gets the kills here. Yes, the answer is yes, but only one.
An easy cleanup in the end. Fast long wrap from Rare Adam and not enough to deal with Rouse in the corner. So fairly easy hold. Money's close to the brink, but they're still going to buy into this one. And Sprout starting to streak ahead here. Inferno, in my eyes, still an extremely balanced map. And they're looking pretty good here to continue this run. Of course, Lonks has been the spearhead, but shout out to Spiddy. It wasn't the best first map from his perspective. And remember at Valencia, Mike, he was actually the standout in the sense that we didn't expect Spiddy to be carrying on some maps, but he really came out in force.
He really did. Kind of an X factor, right? Not the players supposed to, but the most experienced. Rolls in the back lines, the back stab. Yes, it's 1 kill, but Advent soon falls into the grave with the damage that Rawls had done. A massive play down mid, a madman unhinged here from Rawls. That works to perfection. So Sprout now set up beautifully. They got this man advantage. We did see some of these situations get away from them on Ancient, but it was more often on their T side. Here on the defense, they're pretty solid. They got a nice crossfire set up here. Gonna have to bail off of that from the Molotov. Spitty will back away, but Slacks tested by 1 with no flashbang will hit that every day of the week. Stair's been left alone. All right, here you go. Entry and a stair. This could be something. But they're not.
Has a resmoke though.
Gonna do it, and you're right. James time.
James time. Kazi time. And they're gonna sit back, carry these ones through, and similar story. It's just where Adam cannot gain any ground right now without losing a lot of numbers. Of course, the mid aggression from Sprout was the crux of that one, but just in the defaults, where Adam not on the level of Sprout right now.
Counter-terrorists win.
Just the gentle clucking of chickens. It's very calming.
Is it?
I find it pastoral.
Okay.
You
My
find
granddad
chickens
used to own
calming?
a lot of chickens, and they were not what I describe as, relaxing. to
No,
be
they're
around.
not. They're not calm animals, but like in the morning when they're just kind of gently pecking and scratching around the yard. I don't know. Did you ever have to like catch the chickens for him?
Good question. I'll get back to you on that one after this app's aggression has been founded. How on earth did Jamyoung win that duel?
chasing.
Left eye, peeking out wide. What has happened to that smoke? Clipped into the wall. Gives Slacks a lot of room to play with. As a player, still Lonks on the orb, aggressively, and T-Boiler is still in attendance. Jamyoung hits the deck, and what started off as a nice opener for the T side has not transpired into a great deal more.
I don't know how this has worked out for Sprout. Oh, and Rawls just goes back in. That's the bomb as well. It's a catastrophe. Mosiah can't really do anything with this. Advent will try and clear the angles just so they can retrieve the C4. But where do they even go? Where do you even go? 40 seconds on the clock. Rockets has been given over to you. That's just because they fortified the site itself. You have some mollies. Could clear back into pit, but first you have to get past slacks. Oh, first shot missed. Molly's coming in. Your watch to it. There it is. He's burning. Smoke goes down. Walls on the site. Deleted. Suddenly this gets interesting again. This bomb can be planted. If they can deal with slacks, Advent's in the pit. There's the kill. Uh-oh. Suddenly we've got a round on our hands. This is not a round that should have been. And Lance is going to walk the smoke. Are you kidding me? Punished for that one. A bridge too far, perhaps. Stare. Past the ball, or the off rather. If there is a molly down, Mosiah has repositioned. No, to his death. To his death, and Stare bails them out. He saves them, pulls them from the flames when they needed it most. That setup fell apart. A round that never should have been this close, but still, Sprout notch it into the win column.
Absolute roller coaster. Both teams just slugging at each other, throwing the fists, plenty of mistakes along the way. Janky round, and a hard one for both teams to call because there was so much going on with Sprout, and it had to be Stare again, didn't it? After an incredible clutch to essentially win the Ancient. Late round, he's looking good. Few frags now on the board, so maybe nerves, any jitters are out the way, and nice to see him, at least in that round, being back in full force.
It is indeed. Impact frags, right? Doubled his kills up in that one, but they were so critical to get.
Oh, shall I answer the chicken question?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Please answer the chicken question.
Right. So as some background for the viewers, my granddad is Cypriot. Used to have a house in the mountains on Troodos, if you know a bit about Cyprus. And he had a farm on the side of the mountain by a stream. And he used to keep well over 100 chickens in there. And every morning, if you were in the house, they'd wake you up. And I don't believe I ever had to catch them, but I certainly did see him, let's say, preparing one for dinner, and it wasn't quite so appetizing as at the end.
There you go. Learn early. All right, Spitty's down for the count. Longs posted up with that AWP. A bit cheeky with it. That's an airburst Molotov. That's a bit unfortunate. They're past his angle, but he's gone for the peek back in. Chases down the frag. That drops the bomb as well. They need to get that before the smoke fades. They need to get that bomb now. That has to be priority numero uno. And ooh, okay, all right, there we go. Had to devote another smoke to it, but it's okay. We do get this bomb down. Jamyoung might be about to be naded to death. Wrong side. It's Kaze instead who goes down. Unfortunate, they were both so low, but that's a massive kill from Mosiah. Smoke fades, and Mercury now getting in on the fun. They still don't have this bomb planted. And the roles have reversed. They've gone in towards CT. And meanwhile, the bomb's in the possession of the CTs. This is chaos. This is madness. And it's madness that will end with double digits for Sprout.
Musical chairs on the server. And where Adam goes to sit down, the music has ended and there's no chairs. And another round where this is getting really crazy. And I think for both teams, communication must be absolute madness behind the scenes. This is taking an odd turn here on Inferno. Ancient was more of what we expected, but Sprout might be winning rounds. But this is not their cleanest Counter-Strike so far. Slack says, I don't take matters into my own hands. Mid aggression. Catches Jamyoung. Nade onto the balcony, finishes him off. So clean entry and lots of map control here on B for Sprout.
Banana has been given over. Young Gun's going to go back to this sandbags approach, except this time stairs on top of the bags instead of behind it. Ran this early in the half. Well, it's also going to work out pretty well if Longs can just peek and fight with the AWP. Oh, stare down for the count. Utility nicely deployed to isolate him. And that's going to send the cavalry back over. Rawls coming in to support. Got some util for it, but there are no more smokes. So once this one fades, it could spell trouble. But they're just devoting that smoke to be a cross smoke to be a fake. They're coming back towards A instead. 2-2 towards either site, so whichever one you pick, it's going to be relatively the same amount of resistance. An advent through this. Watch smoke. Might have found a lot of space. Spitting in the pit's going to be critical here. At least just to keep things comfortable for Slacks as well. The rotation is on. The arch trap could get weird. They need to go. They need to go, Alan. They don't have time. 15 seconds. What are they doing? Running it right down to the wire here. They have missed their window, but Slacks has missed his shot, and now it falls apart. And that's what they needed. The bomb will be planted with 2 seconds to spare. But it does go down. That's all that mattered. Now it's into a 2v2. They've equalized the situation. It all falls to Longs. He's been good, but he's not good enough for this. 5 rounds for Rare Adam to send us to the half.
Do that again, over and over again. Suddenly, the heart and chest feels heavy. The calm is just a memory. It's failing me, and I know I could never surrender. My beating heart, it won't give up. As long as I am here, I'll never stop. They say I can't, I say, so what? Just watch me go like supernova. My beating heart hits like a drum. You know I run through life forever, yeah. They say I can't, I say, so what? Just watch me go like a supernova. Light up the dark, I'm superhuman. I'm spreading stardust into oceans. I wanna go up high and close my eyes to places nobody found. I'll never come down. Suddenly, the heart and chest feels heavenly. The calm is not a memory. It's here with me, and I know I will never surrender. My beating heart, it won't give up. As long as I am here, I'll never stop. They say I can't, I say, so what? Just watch me go like a supernova. My beating heart hits like a drum. You know I run through life forever young. They say I can't, I say, so what? Just watch me go like a supernova. My beating heart, it won't give up. As long as I am here, I'll never stop. They say I can't, I say, so what? So what? So what? So what? So what? My beating heart hits like a drum. You know I run through life forever young. They say I can't, I say, so what? Just watch me go like a supernova.
Ooh, I can't stop this feeling. It's setting all my doubts on fire. Ooh, like you won't believe it. Won't let a moment pass me by. Too late, can't win. I'm giving in, 'cause I can feel.
And it's going to be quite a road for Rare Atom to get back into this, but it's not insurmountable. That last round does give them a bit more comfort here, right? 5 CT or 5 T rounds is not unheard of for the recovery. But Sprout, you're looking to put this one away.
All right,
So
early flashes, second mid, fast peek in balcony. Kaze's taken space. Lots of players going over towards B. So if Sprout don't come back and clear this out, they're definitely going to be going into a stack.
3 here, yeah. 4th might go. Kaze is looking for a spitty. Oh, just missed him. Timing. The information here. Advent. Oh, gets saved by Mercury, and he's alive. The smoke bloom's late. They wanted to peek ahead of it, and it did work out. But Kaze does catch the lurk down. So the numbers are here. The late power plot doesn't find the kill, but likewise, doesn't lead to Mercury's death. This bomb will go down. That can't be denied. Now the question is, can Sprout hold the onslaught and pay? Advent, you madman. Not quite working out. It's going to be too isolated, and they will try and take this fight towards the church, but the fight doesn't work so well. It's all into Rawls. Rawls and Kaze. Old guns here, but it's Rawls with 1 tap. It's all he needs.
When was the last time Sprout lost an afterplant? It's been a while.
Well, I mean, it's that last round of last half.
That is true. My memory's going.
Going to
But on average,
retake.
they're definitely winning the vast majority, and a lot of them are from man disadvantages. Sprout are much stronger in the afterplants. They have good setups, good protocols, and that's what's hauling them back in a lot of these late round scenarios.
I did really like that they immediately recognized, okay, we're flanked, so just fight forward. Right, secure one side of it. Nice way to set up. That's a deep smoke. Thrown from mid. You're off for now. Like to see it. The Slacks will still get the opener. Old cheeky boost up. Cheeky boosty poo. Oh, Advent. Advent tempting fate. Fate won't punish him today.
Seeded brackets though. That's in the hands of Sprouts.
Yeah. Do you know how Rare Atom stays organized?
No. Enlighten me.
Advent keeps a calendar.
Get out.
I enjoyed it. Longs with a nice opener. That opens up the arch. Now it's just 2 players in towards the site. 2 players with the pistolos. And, well, the 2 players won't do too much. 1 kill, and that's about it. Bomb down. Advent will try and save his MP9. He's checking the planner. He's checking the calendar. You know how many days till Christmas? It's quite a few, just in case you were wondering. And Sprout will take 12.
Yes. Advent, plenty of times to ponder your references. Hopefully he's thinking the same. And so you've done Mercury with the thermometer. You've done Advent. So you've only got 3 to go now.
Yeah, they're harder. So I did mess up because I thought of one on Ancient, but I didn't use it, which is Jam in the Donut, right?
Well, you said it, but you didn't.
I didn't
mesh
quite get
the
there.
concepts. Yeah.
I didn't pull that one off nicely. I think I talked about someone else as being the cream filling in the donut, and then in that moment I was like, oh, but if it was Jam Young, I could make that joke, and it never quite worked out for me. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do for Mosia. He's gonna mosey onto the side, I guess. Trickier one.
You could twist the pronunciation and make a Messiah reference.
That's what I was thinking, right? Is that I don't think that's the reference here, because then you would need some sort of that to be in his name, and it's not. That would be kind of sick if that was the reference that he was trying to make.
Well,
That he's the
first
Messiah.
map's anything to go by. He was a bit of a
Messiah.
god.
He was indeed. But gods do bleed. At least this one does. And Sprout, well, better to deal with no gods and take the site. The confidence and not even check pit and just go like, yeah, this is a full 5 stack. They left him alone. If there was just a player pit or graveyard, this could have gotten weird. not going to, though.
So Spiddy tweeted at me
Okay.
to inform me that Stare has some insane nickname. I'm trying to remember exactly what it is, but it wasn't even a word. I'll have to dig it up in a minute to inform you, but
How recently did he?
it didn't make any sense.
How
It was
recently?
I don't remember. 2 months ago, maybe.
The real question is, how often does Spitty tweet? Often enough that I'm not going to be able to find this quickly. Because some players just, like, don't tweet ever. And then you can easily find anything they've sent.
I know how to find it. You cast, I'll find it.
Yeah. Do some advanced searches. I need to know. I need to know Stare's insane nickname. Well, this is a critical round, right? This is the gun round. This is Rare Adam's best chance to slow this down before it's all over, and it might just be all over. Mosia taking damage. Down to 34 right off the rip, and he wants to fight in. There's the spot. Got the information he likely already had, and he's flashing his way back into the fight. Are you kidding me? Just going for it. Just wants another bite at this apple. He's got utility, though. That smoke is valuable. You got to deploy it before you go swinging in like a madman. And here it is, in fact, going to come up. But they've shown presence towards top banana. They've asserted themselves there, and so Sprout will explore elsewhere on the map. Leave Stare behind to hold this place. In the meantime, see what they can't find towards A. It's just a lot of room to rumble.
Surprised Rare Atom haven't rotated. They've just lost brackets. And they're committing 3B. There's no inclination to take information on either side of the map. This is getting scary. Still only 2 here. Those 3B players are completely locked in. Bit of a missed nade as well from Kazi. That doesn't help. A Sprout now going for the wrap. Going to be a B split. Stares in attendance. And Kazi has to do work. He has to find frags. Flashbang is good to buy a little bit of time, but he's getting swarmed from either side. Pinched behind the pillar. Only saving grace is there is still 2 in defense on B, and they need to do a lot of work now.
Mercury could have a backstab, but he's a little slow to it. Advent, that's a huge kill. Playing off the smoke by Newbox. That's nicely done. And now the backstab can come in for Mercury. The smoke of his own. He needs to get going. He needs to get moving. He needs to get moving quick, and he knows it. Throwing a flashbang. Kind of telegraphed this a bit, but Mercury! He comes in the nick of time, and that will be Rare Adam shutting things down. Sprout had no time to spare. And the clock and the flank undo the round. So did you find the tweet?
Yes. Right.
What's the nickname?
The nickname is Schniggins.
Schniggins.
S-E-H Schniggins. And then I asked him what it means. Something to do with stare is Danish for victory. And then Biggins is something to do with having maximum power. So you put the 2 together and you have Schniggins somehow.
Maximum power victory.
I don't know what's going on. But yes, something to do with winning, basically.
We do like to win. And Mosiah, oh my goodness, he's alone. It's not that he's doing this play, it's the fact that no one is behind him. And indeed, he will die. Slack's peering through the smoke to figure out, hey, there's a player right here. What the heck's going on? And Advent! Oh, that's so much damage, but it wasn't a kill. But it's so much damage. Slacks and Rawls limping. And they're getting out of banana because they don't want HEs to come their way. There are none. But if you're a player and you're that low, you say, get me out of here. Get me out of here. I can't be in this choke point right now. I will die. Isaiah spots the second as well as he jumped away. But he should have. That's an attack like ratio, I suppose.
Look at
Ollie
Slacks. Look at Slacks. He's the AWPer, and he's the one taking all this space. He wraps towards long. Jamyung now absolutely pinched. Molotov backside makes it even more difficult, and Rao's looking the wrong way. Not going to matter. Teammates there to trade. 3-on-3. Turned straight on its head, and Sprout. Ancient was a bit of a... What's the word, you know? They came in a little bit flat for me. They made a few too many mistakes on a map where they are significantly more experienced. But outside of a couple stumbles here on Inferno, Sprout are really starting to show why, at least online, this lineup is really starting to click in these kind of European tournaments.
I mean, and they were starting to convert that Inferno as well, and at Valencia, right? I mean, it's a big result, some big matches in Valencia to obviously give themselves a playoff spot. The 2-0 over 0-0 Nation in particular comes to mind.
It was Furia was Inferno, yeah? First game?
I think so. Let me double check. Yes, it was. And I think that Outsiders game might have been Inferno as well. No, that was Vert. So it was just the Furia game where they 16-10 to Furia. So yeah, not a bad result at all.
The crazy part for me is Inferno was maybe even their worst map of the 6 to maybe 8 months ago. So that's why it's so insane to me that now, I know where Adam picked it here, but this is a pick-worthy map for Sprout, and they're proving in this series at least that they've turned it around so much on these Italian streets.
Does as a coach, when you know that your opponent is a 7-map team, does that to you just speak to like how much time they put in? Because I gotta imagine, I mean, it's even more work, right, to maintain a 7th map in the pool to make sure that you're at least proficient on it. You gotta have some server time on it. There's gotta be some serious practice hours going in.
No doubt about that. The tricky part is when you're a team like Sprout who's made, I don't know, 2 or 3 roster changes in the last 6 months, that is a nightmare to maintain so many setups and protocols and positions. But Isaiah is going to get a lot of work done to stand a chance here. Too much to ask for. He gets traded. Sprout's still going to commit through the smoke. 57 seconds remaining. Maybe they should think twice about this one. Nades with Coffin is there. Oh, the frag's coming in the end, Mike, but that was on a knife edge as they pushed in.
Could have been bad. It was alright. Could have been bad, though. A little bit of a risk. Coin flip, 50-50. Either, look, it's the way probability works. Either something happens or it doesn't. 50-50. So they won around. Chicken running for its life. Knows the new bomb radius. Will cash it. Make delicious vaporized chicken nuggets out of it. About to have Kaze nuggets as well. That's map point. That's series point as well here, Alan.
Yeah. Yeah, this map has gone by quickly. Kind of, the amount of strange references we're making probably indicates also that this maybe hasn't been the most competitive affair. But Rare Adam, 9 in a row for overtime. It's a stretch, to put it lightly. Mercury has been a little bit better. But, it's, yeah. Good luck, I think.
Oh, reminder though, this is a double elim bracket, so no one can eliminate in this matchup. And the victor will move on to play Forza in the next round. So that could be a very spicy match. Keep it tough on the other side of the bracket. Ooh, big kill there. 4-on-4 now. Bit of a mix-up. Kaze tested at the balcony. That's a test he'll pass. At least for now, util out, but none of it catches the upper. None of it catches his eyes. Look now on, he's still focused. He wants to see if they come in the hay carpet. Sit there in the pit, and now he's hunting back. Oh, timing, beautiful for Jamyoung. Slacks, caught slipping. Just have him slipping out of the round, but Rawls has different things in mind. And Longs, oh my goodness, has blown into the site itself, but Mercury is ready to catch him. Rawls in the pit remains a 1v2, 55 seconds. He does have time to play with. Just had to not give him the fight, and Advent found the critical kill.
I think Kaze, he only found the 1 frag, but he stayed alive a long time, and he was the only person holding apps when the pop came in on the AWP, not the ideal gun. So kind of commendable that he just buys a bit of time, the rotates come in, so a nice little piece of, you know, it's not all about the frags, you know, staying alive is a big deal at this sort of level. Money is on the brink for Sprout, so there's definitely opportunities for the Chinese squad to make this a lot more competitive. Both teams hurling nades down Banana. Isaiah says, I want that control. What on earth?
Oh my.
I can't
Pogo
believe
stick.
he even attempted that.
Pogo stick, M4A1S. It's the new meta. Yeah, with the newest patch, you know, Valve reduced the bullets, but also 100% perfect jumping accuracy. No one's figured that out yet. Slacks, that's a huge kill though. That bisects the map, shuts down the middle of it, gave so much control, limits the ability to rotate. Now they're going to pressure in towards B. It's going to be Advent. I don't know if he's going to be able to pogo stick his way to more kills here. I don't know about this one.
He's just so isolated. Look at the 2A players. There's no real inclination to get information until now.
Ooh, Jamie,
At least, yeah, he is starting to get a little bit of info, but look at the lockdown Slacks has on these rotates. This is Advent against the world.
If the world is against Advent, I am still an Advent fan. I don't remember the spam, but see what he can do. Jamyang's actually in position, and they've completely circumvented Slacks. They've completely avoided Slacks, so Slacks' control of the rotations actually doesn't really help out, but backstab onto Advent might. The timing is rough here on the mini-map. What has happened? There's no way he expects these players to be in church. No, he does. Doesn't matter, though. He's still dead. So it'll be these two banana players who have to get everything done. Them against the world. Kaze has the first. Time is short, though. They do have a kit. They need to get that kit onto the bomb. Lickety split. Big kill for Kaze. Another one. Somehow they're making this work. Kaze, how's he done this? For the back of the site for Nubox Rolls, has to end it, and he does indeed. 16-7. Kaze nearly blew our minds, but it's not to be. It's Rawls to restore sanity, to restore order, to make that round end the way it should.